Hey there, it's Clinkin. Hope we're having a great day so far. Today's video, we're going to be talking about role models and just kind of who my role models are, and as well as what the benefits of having a role model is, and if people, the role models, owe it to the people to be a role model, right? If they should be, if they owe it to people. So let's get started. Um, I've talked about this before, and guessing by what you see on your screen right now, probably, you could guess who my role models are, and they're not real people, not most of the time, or the majority of them. My role models come from superheroes mostly, and comic book characters, people who are not real, but their messages are still very important to me. Uh, my two biggest role models to me are Superman and Spider-Man. The reason being is just because I love everything, all the positive things they stand for, and that they fight for good and do good just because they can. And that's something that I really like, and that speaks to me, and I find them to be a positive influence in my life and help inspire me to be someone better. That's just personally why I look up to them. Um, yeah, I mean, I've grown up with these characters, right? Like forever. I was a Spider-Man obsessed kid. Now more recently, a Superman loving adult. um, but these characters mean a lot to me, and they have helped shaped who I am fundamentally, and have had a positive impact on the ways I think and behave in my life. Just trying to do good and trying to be kind. And yeah, a uh a role model that's a real person that I've had um is they're both musicians, Mac Miller and Tyler the Creator. And rest in peace, Mac Miller. He's one of my favorite artists ever. And the reason he's someone I look up to is because just of how much I think people respected him, and just how the kindness and respect he showed to others. Um, I found myself watching a lot of like music analysis videos and just videos talking about the life of Mac Miller and how beloved he was by his peers, and just how like kind and like cherished he was. And I want to be someone like that. I want to be I want to be I want to be seen, I want to be kind, I want to be respectful to everybody, and I want to be as nice as possible. The reason I look up to Tyler the Creator um is kind of what he talks about mostly. And it's about like creative freedoms and being yourself, and like not caring what other people think and making what you want to make. And I really look up to that, and uh I love that advice, and it speaks to me. And those are my role models, and these are the people I look up to. Um, and I want to start talking about why it's positive to have role models, or why it's a good thing. Because as people, we tend to look towards other people for direction, right? We find ourselves to be lost, and we find ourselves to be confused, especially when we're becoming our own person. So we look in other places to find who we are, um, and try to relate ourselves to these other people. And I think that's why we have role models, is because they can be uh, a good and positive impact in our lives, as well as just something to help people become better. Now, whether every role model is a good role model is definitely debatable, right? you can look up to the wrong person. That's definitely possible. People can change and be bad. I know there's a handful of content creators I used to like when I was a kid that I would look up to, and they turned out to be bad people. And that's never a fun thing to find out when you're a kid. Um, uh, but yeah, not every role model is a good person. You do have to be careful with who you look up to and kind of think about what they represent and uh what they think about and what they display to the world, and their impact on you and the people around them. Um, Now for the big question, right? Um, are people who are deemed as role models, are they obligated to like be that? More specifically, celebrities, right? Celebrities and people of influence, are they obligated to be positive role models? And I don't know if this could be a hot take, maybe. Um, but I would actually say they're not obligated to, but they very strongly think they should. I very strongly think they should. I think anybody with any sort of um amplification of speech or any platform should have a positive impact on others, no matter how minuscule. They should be having some sort of impact that's not negative. Um, and I completely understand with right, celebrities, they don't, they're doing their job essentially, right? But it can also be seen as, well, they are the person of influence. They influence, so they should be a positive one. And I also agree with that. This is a much harder thing to talk about, I would say, just because there's so much. I think there's nuance to it, right? But the short and sweet of it is that if you have a platform, while you might not be obligated to be someone's role model, I mean, it's not like you can choose to be necessarily, right? It's what the person looking up to you wants to be. But it's it is highly recommended to be and to show some form of positivity in the world and be something good to inspire people to be greater. Um, there are a lot of role models out there, and people of influence who are bad and just spread like misinformation and negativity and just like the wrong ideas. You got people out here like saying that diversity and like empathy are weaknesses. And that's like the most backwards stupid shit I've ever heard. And yeah, just keep in mind of who you're looking up to. And this applies to me, by the way. Don't think because I'm speaking this I'm not perfect. I'm not even fucking close. Um so if for some reason you deem me as a role model, question me as well. Um Question your role models. Think about what this person does, what they stand for, and uh, what impact are they making on other people, and is it positive or is it negative? And yeah, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope this video made any sort of sense to you. I feel like I can be very rambly, but yeah, I hope this was okay. Thank you all so much. Don't forget to tell some of you love them, and I'll catch you all next week. See ya.